Hey people, this is Christy here from Geekest Chat. I am so happy to be finally talking to you about K-dramas. I don't know if anyone else is a fan of K-dramas in our fans or if this reaches new audiences. Awesome, welcome. I always been watching K-dramas, especially during the pandemic. They have been giving me life. From sci-fi to romance to drama. I just love K-dramas. I'm addicted. I'm one of those people that binge watches K-dramas. I can totally watch a whole K-drama for like a whole weekend and I still want more after. It's crazy, crazy. So thank you for joining. I'm gonna give you a love right here. So excited to be talking to you about my favorite K-dramas from 2020. I love them and I'm still actually not finished with one of them. They're called True Beauty, Startup, and Crash Landing on You. I'm going to talk first about True Beauty. I have not finished watching this show. I found it on an app. It's called Viki, I think, the app. Yeah, and I'm going to, just put it down in the description so you can access it quickly. And I love True Beauty and I've only seen 3 episodes of it. Right? It has 3 actors. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing them as best as I can. Please forgive me if I'm getting them wrong. Eun-woo, Hwang, Moon Ga-yeon. So these are the 3 leads for True Beauty. True Beauty, I've only seen 3 episodes of True Beauty, but I can tell you right now that it's super good. I like it because it's a cross between drama and comedy, and I really like the way it transitions between the both, which is not really too harsh or, sometimes, when you watch a show, it feels like, okay, why are they being funny now when it should be drama? So the transition is pretty well, and it starts off with Moon in high school being bullied for her looks. She has pimples, she wears glasses, and it becomes so emotionally damaging to her that she wants to commit suicide. But Chang rescues her. And so after that scene, they don't see each other and she finds out that she's going to be going to a new school. And this is when she realizes that she wants to learn how to wear makeup and she starts teaching herself how to wear makeup. And I think it's amazing that she starts putting on makeup and it's great. But honestly, let's be real, I still think she looks super cute with her pimples and glasses. But that's just me because I was one of those girls. I don't wear glasses, but my sister does, and I think she looks so adorable with glasses. I had pimples galore all over my face, and I still have my pimple scars, but you can't see them too much. But anyways, she looked cute, but now she's considered a goddess at her new school because she wears all this makeup. Her character is so complex because, she has these anxieties and fears if people discover her true identity, which is without the makeup. And so she fears that throughout, just in these 3 episodes that I watched. And then there's also the other side, her other part of her personality, which is fun and free-spirited personality that she shares with the other 2 leads, which is Hyun and Hwang. And I think it's so adorable to see that. And I'm super excited to see more of that. And so it's like a love triangle between the 3. I personally think that she's gonna end up with Chang, but fans want to see her with Hwang. Even now that people think she's more pretty, like her brother still thinks that she's fake, she's lying because she's like wearing all this makeup. Like I said before, I still think she looks cute with her pimples and glasses, especially with her little cute spirited personality. So it's really fun. I have to say, it's one of my favorite sets. I like the actual apartment and the color in the apartments and the school. The school looks really nice. I really like the colors in the school and how it looks. It really has this really pastel colors that I really enjoy. So True Beauty is based on a webtoon, a very popular webtoon. I would actually like to check out the True Beauty webtoon. So I will let you know if I end up doing that. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's on Viki app. If you just do a search for Viki, V-I-K-I, you should be able to find it. Otherwise, I'll link it down below. So if you like me talking about K-drama and want to hear more about K-drama, which there is more to come, but in future videos, definitely give a like to this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so you can hear more about what we're about. We love to talk about different types of movies and books. Well, Shirley does mostly the books. So I am now going to enter into the next show. The next show we're going to talk about is Startup. It's on Netflix. The characters are Kim Soo-no, Nam Joo-young, Bae Suzy, Yoo So-bin, and Do-Wan-kim. I think the center focus of this show is Bae's character, where she is dreaming of becoming a CEO. And so when she goes on this journey, she meets Nam, who is a geeky software engineer. Let me just clear that up, which I think is super adorable. And she also meets Kim, who plays a business insider, right? What I like about this show is that it's really fresh and new for me, at least. You know, this idea of doing a show around a startup, a business. I think that's what intrigued me most about the show. Not to mention the fact that one of the leads is like a geeky tech engineer person. I thought that was super adorable. I really liked him. Bae, Nam, Yoo-bin, and Do-Wan apply for, I want to say, like kind of like a fellowship at a startup incubator designed to help emerging entrepreneurs. It's called Sandbox, if I remember correctly. And I think the idea around this and having like kind of like this startup incubator, like the Sandbox thing, was like brilliant. I really love it because it's like its own company where they provide mentors, workshops about starting a business. They get business professionals to come in and talk about the business, and then they also get their own office in the space. And the space kind of looks like, I want to say offhand, like Google. Not really, but it's full of color. It's, you know, it has a coffee shop inside of it. Everybody gets their own office space. It has a theater. And one of the spaces that I really like is that you can go into the space and write down what you want to do with your business or why you're here at Sandbox, and then everybody posts it up on like a little rack, and you see all these little posted messages on this rack, and I think that space is super cool. But back to really the story. I think that I really love the triangle relationship between Kim, Nam, and Bae, and their love relationship. And the funny thing is that though it is though it may seem like the central part of the story, but for me, I didn't take it as that. I felt like it was more about their startup and the struggles of their startup and the backhand, dealings with other, I guess, business professionals in the story. And they also give a bunch of meanings to business terms, which I thought was very interesting. And I actually learned a lot business terms, which I've never had, learned before. So I thought it was very interesting. So like I said, it was fresh, new. I thought it was very interesting. They don't necessarily develop the love story too much, but it's there. It's cute. But I like the fact that it's about emerging entrepreneurs and their struggles. So definitely check that out. It's on Netflix. And the next show that I want to talk to you about is Crash Landing on You. And that is also on Netflix. The actors in the show are Yeon-bin and Ye-jin. So the lead, these are the two leads that I'm gonna mention because they take up most of the show, and it's a love story. It's a really, really charming and enduring love story. And in this story, you see the buildup of romance and love. And so that's why I really love this story and I wanted to share it with you. Song, who is a rich heiress from South Korea, ends up paragliding one day and accidentally lands in North Korea. And from that moment, she runs into Hwang, which is a military officer, and she tries to escape from him, but she couldn't. So he takes her back to a military town and decides to help her and hide her because she is there illegally. At the very beginning of the show, they say that it's a fictitious show, and I believe they really mentioning that because of their presentation of North Korea. It's really interesting to see how her character kind of adapts to this small community military town with little electricity and minimal food resources, considering that she's used to a life of comfort and luxury, right? So I thought that that was a really interesting play, where usually you see the person coming from a low-income community go into the luxurious life and is, finds a prince, whereas this is the twist. She goes into a small community with no luxurious comfort, and she needs to learn how to adapt, and she builds friendship there, and of course romance with Young. I just want to make sure I'm saying his name right. Yes, I am. So he hides her. He's definitely trying to help her get back to South Korea. And I think that one of the things that I find to be the really sad part of this show is that they really can't be together because they're from two different lands. She's from South Korea and he's from North Korea. And he can't leave. He can't leave North Korea because he has a responsibility to the military and to his parents. And I totally get that. So it's like he wants to, I'm sure like in the show you kind of get this feeling he doesn't want to let her go and he wants to go with her, but he can't. But it's very surprising how they kind of, end the story so that it's not completely over for them. And I can't tell you any more than that because then that's just giving it away, and that is totally not fair to you. So I have to say this is one of my favorite Korean dramas. It's very long though. There's a lot of episodes to the show, and it's on Netflix. So be ready for that. You're going to see so many episodes. The characters are very quirky, very serious, dramatic, and just fun to watch, really. I think what's more surprising than ever is that both of the actors just ended up recently announcing their romantic relationship. So I believe that they fell in love during the production of this show, which is so cute. I love it. I love it. So I recommend this show as well. So again, True Beauty, Startup and Crash Landing on You. Startup and Crash Landing on You on Netflix, and True Beauty on Viki app. And it's also on the desktop too. Thank you for watching. If you like this review and want to see more reviews like this, please give me a like. Again, if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe and click that bell so that you can stay tuned for future shows, which we love talking about movies and books. And I think what's coming up, we're going to probably be talking about women films because this is Women History Month, so happy Women History Month for everybody out there. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions or comments that you would like to include about this show or any recommendations on any K-dramas that I should be watching, please add it to the list. I have a running list and I want to add more. Thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day. I want to send you out with some love. Take care. Bye.